What's up, y'all? We about to go check out my man Sonny. That's the other mechanic I used to have do work on my truck, Rocket. You know, the same truck y'all saw Spark Plug working on. So we'll do an interview with Sonny. Y'all check it out. Gentlemen, how's it going? What do y'all do over here, Sonny?
Repairing 18-wheelers.
The first place I come to when I first got my truck. How long you been doing this type of business?
I've been in this business, I started with my dad in 1963. That's what, 48 years? 45 years? Yeah, 45 years.
What?
I was able to work with Dad for 23 years before he retired. He was the best mechanic I've ever worked with. Of course, I went to several schools that he sent me to, but I've never worked with anybody as good as he was.
Is there anything different about the industry you noticed from back in the day?
Oh yeah, you know, we say we've made great strides with these new engines and things, which I fail to see that with the way they're loaded down with all the computer, the sensors, all the tubing and everything. The engines have a tendency to run hotter. I was reading an article the other day about a guy from Caterpillar that had written an article that said all of our new engines are going to give us plus great fuel mileage, and he was talking about 7.5, 8 miles to the gallon. 30 years ago we were getting 7.5 miles to the gallon in the max with the Maxidine, so we haven't progressed very far as fuel mileage. And the ISX Cummins, we're getting about 5.4, so what does that tell you?
Is that all?
That it.
What do you feel about the automatics?
Well, they're okay. I've always preferenced a straight gear transmission. A guy gets too lazy to push the clutch in, he shouldn't even be driving.
Wait a minute, man. I drive an automatic. What are you saying?
So, I like straight gear.
What about dependability, though? Do you think they break down more frequently than
the automatics?
Yeah.
I think they're more prone to give problems than the straight gears. Basically because with clutch operations and with the oil coolers that run on straight drive transmissions nowadays, they'll go a long time. They'll go a long time.
Yeah, you know, that old truck I had when I first was on operator, I had that truck in the shop less times with serious problems than a new Volvo that I'm driving at the company I'm at now with the automatic in it.
Well, that's sort of the trend. I mean, you know, of course, I guess of that guy that just wants to sit there and push the cruise and let the truck run by itself, and all he's got to do is hold the steering wheel. He's in the right place. Well,
you know, that ain't why companies mind them. It's supposed to be more fuel efficient, and
I don't know about that.
They ain't doing it for the driver. They ain't doing it for the driver comfort. They supposed to be doing it because it's supposed to be more cost effective for them in the long run.
I don't know about that.
I don't either. I don't see it.
Years ago, guys up and down the road, because we worked for Pilot Freight, Carolina, and all the big companies years ago until the unions, they were union companies and they went out of business after the trucking industry was deregulated because they couldn't compete. And most all of those trucking companies were pretty sound in their investments, and you could find guys all up and down the road who could work on Cummins engines. But now with computers and the sensors and the diagnostic equipment a man's got to buy, that's just basically cut that out all up and down the road. And the cost is shot way up. If the guy drives up into a dealership now and he complains of a power problem or something, it's going to cost him quite a bit of money just to get it checked out.
Well, it sounds like the whole thing might have been constructed in a way to bring more work back into the dealership as opposed to other people being able to work on it.
Exactly. Dealerships, major engine manufacturers are cutting independents out. They're making a closed shop out of getting any material, any reading material, anything that we can find out as far as the specs on engines and things like that. We have to go through different sources in order to try to get it. They've made a very captive market out of their product.
Oh, okay. They're taking it even deeper than what I was thinking there. You're saying that even as a mechanic, the resources are not available for you to get what you need to work on it.
Exactly.
Even if you want it. Oh, okay.
And we still can get a certain amount of material, but Cummins has made it rather difficult because they pulled out of the ProLink organization and went to what they call their own Insight program, and that's captive to Cummins alone. And if you get in that to get information, it's going to cost you a subscription fee, and it's going to cost you so much a year to buy the material. Matter of fact, I checked about 2 weeks ago because my scan tool has crashed, and I've got a loaner unit here now, and talking with the guy, he said it would cost me $11,000 to get in on the Cummins Insight. That's what it would take just to check Cummins.
So, I mean, is Detroit and Caterpillar doing the same type thing?
They haven't yet.
Oh.
They haven't yet.
Oh, so then that would be another tip for drivers getting a used truck, is to try to find something with a Detroit or a Caterpillar in it then, wouldn't it?
It would be cost effective right now. A year, 2 years down the road, I don't know. They may do the same thing.
Right. You got any tips for these guys to go out and get themselves a used truck, what they need to look for?
Well, yeah, there are a few things they can look for. Mainly try to find out some kind of history on the truck as to the mileage, to whoever had the truck when they got rid of it. See if they can pull up anything on that. Pay particular attention to starting the engine blow by, wear patterns on the tires, things of that nature. You know, a lot of times you don't really know the mileage or anything on the truck when you buy it, and then after a while you might be sorry for what you got.
Can they look up? Can you look up the history on the truck with the VIN, like with a car?
You can do it if you know the people who had the truck. A lot of times the large fleets will have a history of the truck, and then if you contact the fleets, they can give you the history as to what's been done, as maybe they've had an engine put in it or a transmission or whatever.
A guy asked me the other day, did I still think trucking was a good direction to go with the economy? What do you think?
It's tough right now, especially for a guy on the independent basis. The large companies are getting their fuel surcharges and don't seem to be suffering so bad, but for a guy that's doing it on an independent basis, right now he might better look at something else to do.
Well, what about as far as a career move for a company driver?
It's okay. Companies are pretty good about planning for things and are able to, like I say, get fuel surcharges to be able to help them out, which is a great deal of help. I mean, as fuel goes up, their surcharge goes up,
right,
so they can adjust.
Yeah, it's all in the making sure you pick the right company to go with.
Yeah.
Look at that history. It's the best way to get to you.
Well, we're on Business I-85. We're between the Interstate 85 and the Business 85. We're 2 blocks off of Business 85 on exit 125, which is the South Elm Eugene Street exit. When you get to the top of the bridge there, regardless of which way you come in from north or south, you come to the top of the ramp and you go south away from town, take the 2nd street to the right. That's Broadway Drive, will be the 4th building on the left. You'll see our name on the front of the building.
All right. You got plenty of truck parking too.
Yep.
It might not look like it from where when I came in with the camera, but it's plenty of truck parking. Everybody camera shy.
Yeah, everybody's camera shy today. Yeah, he needs to come over here and see that shirt he wears sometimes with the whole back end of it blowed out doing a clutch job. Grease to his elbows and armpits.
Hey Sonny, what do you think about what do you think about the companies turning these trucks down nowadays, saying it's to save fuel?